Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Katrina Marie, and I'm here to make sure that you become the very best possible applicant before you click submit. And today I'm going to be talking to the parents. So if you have a son or a daughter and it is their first time going off to college or university, they're the eldest, they're the only one, whatever the situation may be, you don't know what to do. You're kind of like, this is weird. I've been on autopilot for the last 17 years. My son or daughter is now going to be an adult. They're going to be leaving the nest. What do? I'm freaking out and I just can't cope. So this video is there to kind of give you like my personal experience working with students and families. From my own experience, I know that it can be really hard for a parent to be comfortable with the privilege of their son or daughter becoming an adult, 18 years old, going off, making grown-up decisions. So I can understand and I can certainly relate to my own experiences. And one of the things that I want to share with you are just ways to cope with this transition that you may be going through, especially with your first child going off to college or university and leaving the house. So one of the things that I want you to do as you're going into this next year, this next time period, however much time you have left whenever you decide to watch this video, however much time you have left with your student, is spend quality time together. Remember that they're going to be only 18 once, and they're only going to be going through this time period of transition once. So that time period from when they were an adolescent, you doing everything for them, being their legal guardian, to now them all of a sudden becoming an adult. Spend that quality time. I know that it might be a struggle, especially with this age group. They like to be with their friends, they like to be a little bit more independent, but spending that quality time is something that you will never get back. And once they leave and once they go off into the world and they do their own thing, it's going to be even more difficult to find quality time and spend it with them. The next thing is celebrate their accomplishments. You know, you should feel so proud that you've done this hard job of being a parent up until this point, doing everything from supporting them, mentoring them, taking care of them, both emotionally, financially, but celebrate them. This is a time in their life, again, where it's only going to come around really one time, where you see them go off and graduate high school and go off to college. So again, appreciate the hard work that you've done and celebrate with them as that product of accomplishment. Number 3, teach them how to keep in touch. Again, teenagers, they like to just be independent at this age. They like to think that they know everything. And they like to think that they are good communicators when they may not be. Depending on where your student is going to be living, maybe they're going to be moving to another city, another state, or even another country. Can you imagine? Teach them how to keep in touch. Figure out a time of day where you're both going to be able to communicate, have check-ins, maybe a weekly phone call or Zoom call or FaceTime. But even if they just drop a heart emoji, that's them keeping in touch. So set the expectations, tell them what's important in terms of you guys communicating and staying in touch if you guys are going to be living very far and in different time zones. Number 4, discuss financial basic skills and expectations. Set a financial plan. This is really important because some kids just don't know how to budget. This is their first time living on their own and doing anything for themselves. And maybe this is just something that you didn't teach them growing up, or maybe this was a privilege that they had. Kids come from so many different backgrounds, right? So do you want them to get a part-time job? Do you want them to budget an allowance that you give them every month? And if they run out, they run out. I mean, you need to sit with them and set the expectations of basic life skills, basic spending habits, and let them know over the next amount of months or year how that's going to look as they transition and start making money for themselves. Number 5, be honest about your social and academic expectations of them. It's going to be completely different going to college. Nobody's there to take attendance. Nobody's there to call home and say your son or daughter is sick. Nobody's there to say that they skipped school. If they skip school, they skip school. If they don't show up for a test, they don't show up for a test. You can't go and call up the professor and say, hey, why did you fail my kid? That doesn't work at college. Like, it's a totally different expectation, and students are treated like adults. You know, there is a level of responsibility. They have to step into that level of responsibility once they go off to college. So setting the expectations of social activities and academics, especially if you're helping them pay for college, what that looks like, and if they should be maintaining a certain GPA, maintaining certain grades in order to still be under your financial care when they go. So make sure you have that conversation with them. Number 6, let students take the lead for once. They're excited. This is a new territory for them. Allow them to guide you. Let them know what they're up to, how you could be of help. Just give them space to grow. Give them space to fail. Give them space to succeed. This is them becoming a young person. This is them stepping into who they want to be, or thinking who they want to be, right? And this is the only time where they still, this little trial period of transitioning from high school to college, it's that little window where it's still okay to make some mistakes. So of course, having your care, having your practical advice is so important, but we can't be there 24/7. So it's so important that you give them space and that you let them take the lead as they transition into into college. And then last but certainly not least, trust that you did an amazing job as a parent, okay? That you've made your son or daughter socially responsible, academically responsible, and just a good human. So trust that you've done a good job. Trust that you had 17, 18 years of experience with your child. And don't forget to also celebrate yourself meeting up to this milestone in your son or daughter's life. And I feel like there's so much more I could probably talk about, but I feel like these are the most important things that you should be looking at as you're coping with your son or daughter going off to college, university for the first time. I've worked with hundreds of parents over the last 13 years, and it's been incredible how much these basic tips just help them. These are things that parents just don't even think about, and it really just gets them into a different mindset altogether. They are also transitioning. Parents are also going through a transition alongside their son or daughter going to college, university. So I hope that this information has helped you. If you feel that this could help another family, another parent, another mom, another dad, aunt, uncle, whoever, just share this video with them, subscribe to my channel, and you will get all my free, amazing content. And if you have any questions, my details are in the link below. And I look forward to catching you all on the next video.